When the world rose to mark the World Habitat Day, residents of informal settlements in Nairobi chose the day to present a petition to the government of Kenya to stop forced evictions.
Communities have assembled for the purposes of sharing their experiences, and also for the purposes of undertaking a procession to take their voices in the form of signatures that they signed through petitions to the duty bearer.
Unastukia watu tu wanachomewa, maybe unastukia maybe hata mtoto amechomekea kwa nyumba, watu wanapoteza mali zao, watu wanapoteza vitu mingi sana.
This special day started off with a meeting at Ufungamano House, where the residents of informal settlements showed their talents in performing arts and voiced their plight in artistic forms.
No man should evict another man without a serious, non-materialistic concern and the needed compensation forthwith. I have a dream today. Gone is yesterday. So I say to you, my friends, let us come together and say no to forceful eviction today.
Daunting t-shirts with messages, they marched along the streets of Nairobi, bearing placards with ultimatums on them. Drawn from all the 8 constituencies and with the support of Amnesty International, the more than 500 men and women marched to the Ministry of Environment, a ministry that's been evicting residents who live along the Nairobi River. Here, they received no audience from the minister responsible, despite their cries and demands for their freedom of expression and right to be heard.
Nairobi River imepita hapo na kuna wakaaji ambaye walijenga manyumba zao hapo, wanaishi hapo. Na vile wanataka kutoa hao wananchi, ndio atuoni kama ni mzuri.
The locked gates did not deter this group that was determined to be treated with some dignity. In the blazing sun, they marched, they sang and made a stop at the Ministry of Lands and the Ministry of Housing, a ministry mandated to provide adequate housing for all Kenyans. And after hours of waiting and calling out to the lands minister, he finally joined the protesters. In one voice, they called on the government to stop evictions of the residents of the informal settlements and presented the more than 130,000 signatures collected both nationally and internationally.
Petition for the government of Kenya to urgently stop forced eviction along Nairobi River and to review its planned Nairobi River Basin program to conform with international human rights standards.
Thousands of people in support and solidarity from around the world are outraged at the violations being perpetrated against Kenyan slum dwellers.
On his part, the minister reassured the petitioners that evictions will be conducted in a civilized manner in the coming days.
Lazima tuwe na protocol ya namna ya ku effect evictions. Kama if it is justified evictions, there must be a protocol. Hakuna mambo ya kuchoma nyumba, hakuna mtu kupigwa, and we don't want the government to operate at night. I'll hand over the petition to the Prime Minister. Yes. But more importantly, nitakaa pamoja na watu wa environment. Yes. Yes. Tuone namna ya kutatua shida hili.
Satisfied with the promises by the lands minister, they marched on, singing songs of optimism, singing songs of purpose, songs of hope for a world where human rights are protected and implemented uniformly.
Wenye tuna vote, kwa nini pia sisi tusipate nyumba nzuri? Kwa nini? Na sisi ndio percentage kubwa yenye tuna vote. So mimi ningeni demand kulingana na katiba mpya na kulingana na Millennium Development Goals. Tunahitaji hizo nyumba mzuri. Hivyo tu ndio ningeambia serikali yetu.
Karen Otieno for Amnesty International, Nairobi, Kenya.